that?
You know, we're hoping to continue to lift the Bahamas and take it on the world stage. People talk about, you know, boys and girls champs in the Bahamas, and what I've seen here at the Frank Pancharam and all schools, this can be the next, you know, Bahamas champs. And so that will be the goal, to continue to lift the young people and take it to the next level and, you know, just make it as big as it can be.
What are the strategies, concerns, recommendations you have for the organizers of this event? As you can tell, it has brought everybody together, all of the athletes from the primary, secondary, and many people, many athletes I spoke to yesterday look at this as a launching pad to the Olympics and other big events. Any recommendations for the organizers and the officials?
You know, I mean, nothing is going to overshown when you find the athletes to develop them and put in the work. I mean, that's going to be the main thing. And it just doesn't start overnight. It starts from the grade 5, the grade 6s like I did, and be able to develop all the way through high school, onto college, and back home when you want to become pro and represent the Bahamas for Olympics and World Championships. So you got to work. You got to put in the work.
Got to put in the work. So said, so done. And hopefully those in legislative authority will follow your lead.
We hope so. We all in this together,
yes.
And we all going to benefit from at the end of the day, in the 2000 Olympics, I hear people that were saying we were excited to watch the Golden Girls win the Olympic gold, and we want to see the next generation do the same thing or better. Wow. So, yes.
Wow. Thank you for the incredible work you're doing. Congratulations. Mr. Pancharam, any last words?
No, nothing. Just that coaches will continue to coach and be true to themselves.
Excellent. Excellent said. Great stuff. Fisher, that's what's happening at my neck of the woods, my junction here. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Desmond. You had two legends of the country interviewing there just now. That may have been the highlight of your journalistic career. Pancharam and Golden Girl Debbie Ferguson McKinsey. Some of the events that are on right now. It is the high jump for under 15 boys. There's one of the events on right now. Also on is the long jump for under, that is the 13 girls. High jump, lots of events going on, but the main events on the track will be the 1500s. And what the meet organizers have decided to do, run all at once. Not all at once, each division at once, because they had them in sections, heat 1 and heat 2. But they have decided that they're going to run everybody one time. So if there are 15 runners in one event, there are 15 will run one time. As like in the under 15 girls, they have 22 runners there. In under 15 boys, 15, 13 in the under 13 boys, and 11 over in the under 13 girls. Also a lot of under 15 girls. So we have a lot of runners here today, you know, which should make it go a little bit faster. We also have some of the events on for today. The 15s, the 400s. Breeze has picked up a lot. Just trying to sort out myself after that opening ceremony. Some of the field events. We're going to get ready to start things in a few. See if they've brought out any of the young ladies. Yes, they've brought them out for the 1500. They start at the 300-meter mark. They are lined up while other events are going on. The competitors in the under 13 girls 1500-meter final: Caitlin Duncan from Bishop Michael Alden, Jasmine Hall, Jack Hayward, Malene Nonrad from AF Valley, Azalia Roberts from South, Crystal Maker, C.H. Reyes, Donald Davis, Demaya Lundy, Rolande Joseph from Sister Mary in Grand Bahama, Anastasia Adams, H. O. Nash Junior High School, Madison Rolls South, Samaya Coleman, and Bishop Michael Alden's Bruley Hollow. Those are the competitors in the under 13 girls 1500. The record in this event set last year by Sine Sherman, 6 minutes 8.02 seconds. Today is Wednesday. Also the 1500s be the 400 semifinals. 400 meter finals will run tomorrow. That's some of the first events on the schedule for Thursday. Which would also include the hurdles, 35 to 110, 800 finals, 200 semifinals, and then they'll end tomorrow with 110. But not looking ahead of the schedule. It's a busy night. The primary section is finished. They have one more day of competition to go. Bright and early tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock right here from Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. We will continue to provide live coverage with that. Also, we'll have live coverage splitting on the channels of the nomination for the May 12 general elections. So ZNS Television Network have you covered tomorrow. Not only here in New Providence will you see those nominations, but also in some Farmer Islands and then Grand Bahama. Starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. Looking at the long jump. That is the intermediate girls, junior high school. So they're off in the 1500, 3 3/4 of a lap. Caitlin Duncombe, Bishop Michael Eldon, Jasmine Hall, Jack Hayward, Marlene Narad, A.F. Ali, Azalia Roberts, Sack, Crystal Maycock, C.H. Reeves, Demaria Lundy, T. Donald Davis, Rolande Joseph, Sister Mary, Anastasia Adams, H.O. Nash, Madison Rose, Sack.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. The Davis administration reopening the Sweetens Key all-age school. Also, demolition begins at the Grand Lucayan Resort, and hair house on candidates field hours before nomination day.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight. After nearly 7 years, residents on Sweetens Key are celebrating a significant victory in education. The Sweetens Key Primary School has officially reopened, bringing classrooms back to the island and ending years of daily boat commutes for students following the devastation of Hurricane Dorian. Shlia Rule joins us live now with the latest.
Nearly 7 years, the Sweetens Key Primary School has officially reopened its doors, marking a significant moment for the small Grand Bahama community following the impact of Hurricane Dorian in 2019. The celebration was marked with a ribbon cutting and a new sign reveal. Despite an enrollment of just 3 students, officials stressed the importance of ensuring access to education for every child, regardless of location or class size. For years, students were forced to take a 15 to 20-minute boat ride each day to attend school, traveling to and from the Key. Parents had long advocated for the return of a fully functioning school on the island, raising concerns about safety, cost, and the daily challenges faced by many young children commuting by sea. The Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, says that this school's reopening was an essential task in revitalizing Grand Bahama.
It marks a significant and long-awaited milestone for Sweetens Key. For 7 years, the residents have carried a burden no community should bear. But you remained steadfast in advocating for your school's reopening. You reminded us that the school is the heart of your community, and today we begin to restore that heart. This soft opening marks the return of what Hurricane Dorian took from you. It brings back laughter, learning, and hope.
Also in attendance was the area member of Parliament, Kwesi Thompson, who says that he has been advocating for the revitalization for the school in the House of Assembly for some time, adding that he is excited about the reopening of the school for those 3 children.
This is a long time in coming, and those 3 students who this school is opening up for, they deserve to have their own school. They would have to wake up every morning and take a ferry to McLeanstown in order to attend school, and then take another ferry to come back. There would be times when the water was rough, times when there would be issues. They would have to wake up extra early in the morning just to take the ferry. And so we've been advocating for this school for some time.
The Sweetings Key Primary School now stands once again as a cornerstone of the community, ready to serve its students and support the next generation. Coming to you from Sweetings Key for the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Julia Rule.
Meantime, demolition preparations are now underway at the Grand Lucayan Resort in Grand Bahama, marking a significant step forward in the site's long-awaited redevelopment. According to a press release by CTL Maritime, a subsidiary of MSC Group, the project is now moving from agreement into execution with all necessary approvals and permits secured. Initial works will focus on site preparation, safety measures, and the controlled removal of selected structures, beginning with Building 1. The demolition will take place in phases to ensure proper sequencing, improve logistics, and enhance safety throughout the process. In the release, CTL Maritime says the strategy is designed to prioritize safety, environmental responsibility, and economic sustainability with effort to salvage, recycle, and repurpose materials wherever possible. The company has also engaged Bahamian contractor Island Site Development to carry out the initial works, noting that engagement with local contractors, suppliers, and service providers will be a key component of both demolition and redevelopment. The project is expected to generate economic activity, create jobs, and contribute to the revitalization of the Lucayan corridor. The development represents tangible progress on a project widely viewed as critical to Grand Bahama's economic recovery. Switching gears now, with nomination day just hours away, candidates across Grand Bahama are ramping up their campaigns, finalizing documents, and preparing to be officially nominated. Many are expressing their outline and what is expected to be a highly competitive race to the polls. Shalia Rule has this report.
Excitement is building across Grand Bahama as candidates prepare for nomination day on Thursday, marking a key step in the road to the general election. In Central Grand Bahama, Progressive Liberal Party candidate Parko Deal says he's ready. He told our ZNS News team that his documents are in order and his nomination fee is prepared. Deal adds that he believes residents in the constituency are ready for change and confident the seat can shift in favor of the PLP.
Very first time, I've been involved in election seasons before. I've been a campaign manager, so I was excited then, but it's a different feeling now, being the candidate, and the support that I'm getting, I'm feeling very, very excited.
Meanwhile, in East Grand Bahama, Free National Movement candidate and incumbent Kwesi Thompson says he's equally optimistic. Thompson says he is excited heading into nomination day and believes his track record as Member of Parliament speaks for itself as he seeks to retain his seat. Also in the race, Coalition of Independents candidate Dexter Edgecombe says his team is energized and ready, noting that supporters will be out in full force to show their backing.
Feeling great about nomination day. It is again another opportunity that we have to put ourselves forward, put ourselves as the Free National Movement forward. I believe that the leader has made an excellent case as to why the Free National Movement should be given another opportunity to govern.
To see tomorrow as a day that would be a great success in terms of being nominated as the ratified candidate for East Grand Bahama constituency. I'm looking for great support of the COI supporters.
Over in West Grand Bahama, F&M candidate Omar Isaac says he is grateful for the opportunity to run, adding that his connection to the constituency runs deep. He pushed back on the notion that the area is firmly aligned with any one party, arguing instead that it has historically been centered around Obadiah Wilshcombe, the previous Member of Parliament for the area.
Deeply humbling to be considered as a first-time nominee for the Free National Movement. I don't take this opportunity lightly. Those who still believe West Grand Bahama is PLP's stronghold, I respectfully say and I reiterate, West Grand Bahama was always OB loyal.
But Progressive Liberal Party candidate and incumbent Kingsley Smith sees it differently. Smith says he's confident in going into nomination day, maintaining that the constituency's voting history reflects strongly and consistent support for the PLP.
Optimistic, knowing that I've put in the work. The Progressive Liberal Party has done the work. That is why I choose Progress. And so this is the case. Then what happened to Henry Bowen, Warren J. Lavarty, Moses Hall, Simeon Brown? West Grand Bahama is PLP.
With all eyes now on tomorrow's proceedings, candidates across the island say they are ready to make it official, setting the stage for what is expected to be a competitive and closely watched election season. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
The political climate continues to intensify across the country, from heated online debates to intense person exchanges. Now that tension appears to be spilling over into campaign signage. Several candidates claim their posters have been damaged, raising concerns about their tone as the election season continues. Romiko Knowles has more in this report.
Is it the wind, or is it people who are passionate about politics? With just over 3 weeks to go before the next general election, some people aren't waiting to make their decision at the polls. They're making it on posters.
We had 47 posters up total, and all 47 were not damaged. They were literally vandalized.
In Marco City, PLP candidate Eddie Wan says most, if not all, of his campaign posters have been damaged, and he does not believe weather is to blame.
Some people tried to blame it on the wind because it was indeed a windy and rainy day. But it's kind of hard for the wind to have torn them apart. But every piece that was damaged was right at the bottom of the pole.
Meanwhile, in Central Grand Bahama, F&M candidate Frazette Gibson is reporting similar incidents. In a statement sent to ZNS News, Gibson calling the actions unfortunate, saying the sacred democratic process is being undermined by what she describes as destructive behavior. She adds that despite the damage, she remains focused, saying, quote, "My God is bigger than billboards," and is urging those responsible to cease and desist. Gibson also calling for political maturity and a peaceful general election. Meanwhile, just weeks ago, on March 28th, her opponent, PLP candidate Park O'Deal, also had a campaign poster destroyed.
We live in a democratic nation. We have peaceful elections. You have your choice, the others have their choice. Let us not bend to that level and destroy other people's property because they're not supporting who you are supporting.
Whether it's people or adverse weather, one thing remains true. Posters don't vote. People do. And on May 12, they will make their choice. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Romiko Knowles.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Stay with us. We will be back right after this break.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
The Freeport Seventh-day Adventist Church presents Spring Hope Medical Clinic and Wellness Outreach this Saturday, April 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will be specialists, doctors, general practitioners, and nurses on site. Free health screening and free lunch. This will all take place at the church ground on Anita Dockley Way and Gambia Drive.
Art Lucayan, the Grand Bahama Art Festival presents Dream Big, April 17th to the 19th at the Mosaic Art Hub. Get your tickets now at art.tickets.com. Support local art. Proceeds benefit high school art programs.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you gain. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Mother's Day is right around the corner, and if you're thinking about what to get her this year, make it something that lasts. At Cornet Bahamas, we transform everyday spaces into something that's truly special. From custom cabinets and elegant countertops to tiles, premium flooring, windows, and doors. And just in time for Mother's Day, Cornet Bahamas is back with our 35% off Mother's Day sale happening April 16th through May 16th. This is your moment to upgrade her home. Visit us today and take advantage of the savings.
A storied party falling apart. F&M's fleeing. Chaos. Confusion. Even court battles. What's happening with the F&M is sad. Divided. Directionless. Dysfunctional. The ones left behind won't admit it, but it's chaos inside. They say a fish rots from the head down. If Michael Pintard can't keep his own party together, how can he run an entire country?
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Tributes continue to pour in for veteran educator Joyce Pinder as colleagues and former education officials reflect on her legacy of leadership, faith, and service. Veteran educator Joyce Pinder was laid to rest this past Saturday, and many say her legacy will continue to live on in their hearts. Our Cheryl Deems tells the story.
In this follow-up, those who worked closely with Joyce Pinder shared personal memories, describing a woman who led with compassion, brought energy into every space, and stood firm in her faith.
Joyce Pinder, I don't know how many persons knew it. She was our shop steward. When we had to move out of the office and everything because of the mold and whatever, she came to check on me daily and to pray for a solution.
When Joyce entered the workplace, everybody knew. She would start hailing from the door. She was so full of energy, full of life, bubbly. Her name spoke volumes of what she was, full of joy always. And so we had a wonderful time working together.
Beyond her professional role, many say her spiritual foundation shaped how she interacted with others, offering encouragement and guidance rooted in faith.
Mrs. Pinder was a prayer warrior. When we were together, she prayed morning, she prayed nights, and she prayed at any other time when she thought that prayer was needed.
Very strong woman of God. And she applied the word of God that she knew very well to her everyday life. And she also applied it to the advice that she would give you.
Educators also credit Joyce for her passion and commitment, always investing in both students and their families.
She was a very energetic educator, and she had vast experience, and she was always willing to share her experience with anybody in the department. In fact, she had a lot of suggestions, a lot of ideas, and she had a passion for young people and families.
I especially liked how she spoke with our parents. She guided the parents who are not sure of how they should raise their child or how they should talk to their child about certain things in terms of family life.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cheryl Dames.
And here's a look at our Facebook friend of the day, Mr. Ewing. Thank you so much for your support. That's a look at stories making news. Shane, what's happening in sports?
Well, the Dudley boys are back-to-back champions in the Grand Bahama Basketball Association. Plus, we've got a few track and field national champions.
Awesome. Can't be care about it. Don't go away. Sports comes your way right next after this break.
See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167. Or you can email us at zns3news@gmail.com.
Journey
into a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
I think you know the rest of the song. We are celebrating something special. Mothers. Our mothers are to be celebrated. So the Bahama Brass Band, along with the legendary Cooling Waters, are coming together for a celebration of a lifetime. It's Mother's Day Concert 2026. Come and join the Bahama Brass Band and the legendary Cooling Waters on Saturday, May 9th at Jubilee Cathedral, 6 p.m. 2026, under the patronage of the Minister for Grand Bahama and Member of Parliament for Pine Ridge, Miss Ginger Moxie. Saturday, May 9th, 6 p.m. at Jubilee Cathedral. I want to see you there.
New roads and airports are connecting our islands. Energy reform is bringing electricity prices down, while young Bahamians are stepping up, gaining new skills for new opportunities. Respect for workers. Support for entrepreneurs. We're modernizing energy and infrastructure across our islands and preparing Bahamians to succeed in a new economy. Transformations this big take time. Let's choose progress.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Welcome to the 7S Total Sports Game, everyone. I'm Shane Stubbs. The Dudley Boys Saints are back-to-back champions of the Grand Bahama Basketball Association, besting the New Era Gym Rats 3-1. According to Coach Denero Say, this was something the team had their hearts set on.
These guys' mind was on this from the beginning of the season. They wanted to get back to nationals, and that's just what they did.
The Saints opened Game 4 on a 12-0 run and never relinquished the lead from that point on, eventually leading at halftime 42-29. The Gym Rats, though, showed signs of life, but the Saints had an answer for any run they could throw at them. The fourth quarter was where the Saints turned up the defense, eventually putting this one out of reach, the final score reading 92-85. The team was paced by Devon Sade, who finished with 24 points and 8 boards. Trevor Bain added 19 points and 12 rebounds in the win. But the most valuable player award went to Mikael Bethel, who averaged 17.5 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 3 steals for the series.
I used to winning, man. They just came in the series with the mentality to like just go out and eat and just give my team my all, whether it's on the offensive and the defensive side. And it came and I execute.
But they've got little time to celebrate as they get ready for the round robin nationals this Thursday.
When you're ready, you don't have to get ready. These other islands just got to watch them. These guys got a hunger in them. This year we set up our team for nationals. Home court advantage. This the court that we used to playing on. The guys comfortable to be home tonight. Enjoy the rest of the night and celebrate the championship. But tomorrow we just got to prepare mentally first and then get our bodies ready.
Meanwhile, over in New Providence, we've got a few national champions at the Frank Pancho Ramming All-Schools Track a few nationals. Let's see how the 100 meters shaked out for the high school. In the under-13 girls, Jockey with juniors Amaya Taylor secured gold, clocking 13.25 seconds. In the under-15 girls 100 meter finale, Bishop Michael Eldon, Simone Martin is your national champion, clocking 12.24 seconds. Tabernacled Sandra Russell would secure the silver, crossing the line in 12.56 seconds. On the under-15 boys side, Jockey with juniors Gabriel Tate has bragging rights as this year's national champion with a time of 11.09 seconds. The under-17 girls national champ over 100 meters is Tabernacle's Tronaya Roll, as she bested the field in a time of 12.95 seconds, and Kiana Henschel won the girls national 100 meter title, taking the tape in 11.87 seconds. And over on the baseball diamond Tuesday afternoon, it was a cross-island showdown between Legacy Baseball and GB Little League. The Legacy All-Stars took on the Royals in 10 and under action, and Legacy brought out the big bats in this contest. The All-Stars ran away, putting up a ton of runs. The final score, 17-2. And that's your sports fix for this evening. Your local forecast is next. I'm Shane Stubbs. Catch you all on the rebound.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Cause it's so beautiful.
To introduce persons that have never been in the gym into the gym. And the way we do that is by bringing them into a boot camp, introducing them to like cardio on the road, core training, aerobics training, and stuff like that. And then we introduce them slowly into a little bit of training in the gym. So eventually they can graduate into going to the gym. That's the whole purpose of NASFIT boot camp.
My name is Danica, a.k.a. Pretty Lifted.
My name is Nika Udit. I'm from Trinidad.
Morning by Johnny here. My role is just to push and motivate clients to get through the workout. No matter how hard it is, you push yourself and commit.
With the first one we did, the community loved it because we put out all those results.
It's going to be fun. You're going to get in shape. And 1 foot in the door is better than
none. Summers in 2 months, so let's go. I'm an official trainer at the NASFIT Boot Camp.
I'm an upcoming trainer at the NASFIT Boot Camp. You don't want to miss this. See you there.
I'm Coach Charles Tate. I'm one of the official trainers in the upcoming boot camp. You can reach us at 806-4238 or 458-5775. WhatsApp or call.
This is definitely the time for BAMSI to continue to build on the progress that we've made. There's now drone technology. There's now year-round container farming. You have hydroponics. You have aquaponics. You have precision farming. There have been record numbers of enrollments, record numbers of flat fishing certifications. We've had record enrollments in our online courses. Students from across the family of islands. Because in BAMSI, we're not just cultivating produce. We're cultivating producers.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family. The brands you're looking for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight. Coming your way next.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, heightened security on nomination day as hundreds of prospective candidates seek to make the bid for high office officials. Plus, 2 formally charged with voter card fraud. We have the details of how they pleaded and the consequences of their actions. And the opposition leader defends his party's proposal of a national lottery amid continued backlash. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now.
Good
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Hundreds of candidates vying for 41 constituencies. The road to the general election officially begins on nomination day, that moment when candidates are formally confirmed to contest seats across the country. That process begins at 9 o'clock tomorrow at several sites. Just to give you a preview of what happens on that day, candidates are given until noon Thursday to present themselves to the respective constituencies for which they are vying as a candidate. The individual must have Bahamian citizenship, will submit the required documents, including the official nomination paper and the signatures of at least 5 registered voters who can be identified on the voters register and linked to their constituency. The candidate is then required to pay a $400 deposit. Now, candidates' submissions will be vetted by returning officers in each constituency, and once approval is given, the individual will be officially nominated for the general election. Parliamentary Commissioner Harrison Thompson acknowledging some challenges that may happen during the nomination process.
Inadequate application forms, don't have enough signatures on the application, so things like that. They can't prove that they're a Bahamian citizen. They have to bring a declaration saying that they're a Bahamian citizen.
Well, the total number of candidates jockeying for a seat in Parliament will not be known until nomination is complete, but our Leah Cooper spoke with a few of them ahead of the big day. Let's take a look.
It's crunch time, and across 3 constituencies in New Providence, candidates are mobilizing teams, knocking on doors, and laying the groundwork for what promises to be a fiercely contested election season.
It has been extremely well. You know, you're nervous at the same time, but you're excited that this day has truly come.
Today's been actually kind of okay, because we've been preparing for this. The party has been preparing us for a while to get ready to nominate.
All 3 say they're already running full speed in their respective communities, from community enhancements to proposed outreach initiatives. The machinery is in motion.
We've been doing something in South Beach that I'm very, very proud of. We created a food pantry that we can help people if they're walking off the street and need help.
Well, we want to continue to strengthen our neighborhood community watch groups. We realize that a lot of them are still not totally active, so we want to continue with that.
We're going to be doing some lives in the community. Instead of at maybe a park, but we're going to have lives like every few days or every week in different communities to make sure the people in the community see who we are and hear our vision and have a chance to speak with us.
And while the politics may divide them, one thing unites these 3 candidates: bold promises for the people they hope to represent.
We would love to have a community center in Seabreeze.
After nomination day, we're going to do what we've been doing for the past several months. We're going to continue to knock on every door.
We are looking forward to building the first community center in St. Anne's. As you can see throughout our country, here in New Providence and elsewhere, there are many community centers in certain areas, but St. Anne's does not have a community center.
The battle for the next government is officially underway. For the voters of South Beach, St. Anne's, and Seabreeze, the choice will be theirs to make. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, assurance tonight from the National Security Minister that police and defense force officers will be out in full force on nomination day to ensure law and order. The Honorable Wayne Munro is encouraging all candidates hoping to represent constituencies across the country to observe the rules governing the process.
Any suggestion that anyone can interfere with anyone on the line for any reason, that's a criminal offense. I'm encouraging anyone, do not listen to foolish advice. The police will be present on scene. They will enforce the law. They have contingencies of having men on standby. The defense force will raise, I think, a 6 quick reaction force to ensure that order is kept. Simply obey the rules. You go.
Munro will also be among the candidates nominating tomorrow as the incumbent for Freetown.
I have received the arrangements like every other potential candidate for the arrangements. The police have determined that they will only permit any music or something like that to come within a set distance away from the nomination place. They will mark that. It will be strictly enforced all across the board. On me, the current Minister of National Security, on the current Prime Minister, on everybody. And then they have determined that they will only permit 20 persons to accompany me. And the only addition to that would be my spouse if she chooses to join me.
Well, meantime, those two people recently found with illegal documents were today formally charged with multiple counts of fraud. Corval Pyfrom has the details in this next report.
And these two today becoming the latest people charged before the courts in connection with fraudulent document-related charges. 31-year-old Randy Powell Jr. and 33-year-old Haitian national Tashania Valsant were both granted $8,000 bail and must sign into their neighborhood police stations on Thursday and Friday, respectively, after being charged with multiple counts of documents fraud. The duo appearing before Magistrate Kendra Kelly Burrows in connection to an incident on Thursday, April 9th, when it is alleged Valsant attempted to secure a NIB smart card with the use of a voter's card that did not have the Parliamentary Registration Department seal. The duo pleading not guilty to all charges, including conspiracy to commit fraud by false pretenses, while Powell, who was employed by the Parliamentary Registration Department, pled not guilty to possession of a fraudulent document and unlawful possession. Valsant also pled not guilty to uttering a false document and possession of a false document. As for this matter, it has been adjourned to August 14th, with the two set to be outfitted with ankle monitors, while Valsant must also turn over any travel documents. Corval Pyfrom for the Bahamas Tonight.
Well, thanks, Corval. Now, in related news, the Free National Movement using its Fire Forward rally in southern New Providence last evening to push back against the government's criticism of its proposal to introduce a national lottery if elected come May 12th. Lloyd Allen has that story.
During last night's Free National Movement Southern Zone rally, party leader Michael Pentard firing directly at the government in response to criticism on the party's proposed national lottery.
We said that our proposal includes accountability, independent oversight, so that your money cannot be redirected and misused by politicians. We went further to say, we would not allow politicians to spend the money without specific instructions that they would have obtained from the protocols that we set up to run this lottery.
Now, despite criticism, the opposition leader reminded the government that it was the PLP who actually opened the gate to legalize gambling.
Why would it be so troublesome to this Prime Minister and his government, since it was them who gave birth to the regularizing of gaming? We can leave you to decide.
Deputy Leader Shannon Cartwright claims public sector workers have suffered during the present government.
The members of the Royal Bahamas Police Force can't take 5 more years of this government. The nurses can't take 5 more years of this government. The immigration officers can't take 5 more years.
Carmichael candidate Orinthia Kumalafe and Pinewood candidate Donari Roll voiced concerns within their constituencies, while South Beach candidate Darren Henfield promised national recruitment to enhance the armed forces.
The PLP has failed despite the Prime Minister's denial of an immigration crisis. FNMs, has the PLP made progress on the economy?
In 2022, they had their first town hall on drainage. So imagine this, 2 town halls, 2 different sets of promises. And as of today, 0 results.
We will launch a major recruitment drive to put more officers where they are needed the most.
Now, beyond all the facts, all of the candidates who spoke said that their eyes are focused on May 12th, where their intention is to win in becoming the next government of the Bahamas. Reporting from the Golden Gates Park for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Coming up, we'll tell you the impact of the recent VAT cut on AML Foods. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
The week moves fast. Move smart with KFC. Monday, start with crunchy deals. Tuesday, you already know, it's crazy. Wednesday, don't break the 20. Thursday, grab the Rap Star for $8.95. Friday, you made it. Grab the Crunchy Deals Value Box for $9.95. Saturday night, we got you covered. And Sunday, no stoves today. The fill-up box feeds the family. Outsmart the week with KFC.
Welcome back to another episode of The Movement, your energy and transport briefing. Today, I'm stepping into the shoes of a crossing guard. Let's see how it goes.
Come here, hey, stop the car. Put your window down. Listen, there's 2 stop signs through this corner. One at the end of the corner, and this. You gotta respect both. You hear me, sir? Let's go, keep rolling, don't let it happen again. Every day, crossing guards are up and on duty way before you even get up to start your day. And today, I'm gonna spend the day with them, rested and double vested, to see what it takes to keep our kids and our streets safe. Let it go.
I've been doing this now for about 6 months. And what made me want to become a crossing patrol officer is the love for the children, to protect the children, the safety of the children. I've noticed that everybody is always in a heat and rush, and they don't have the full understanding of what is the importance of us doing this job. The importance of us doing this job is for the safety of our children.
Good. That's your $5. You need that?
I have kids of my own, and they're very grown, so to come back out here and help these children along the way and be a mentor, to be somebody that inspires the children is very, very rewarding for me.
As a crossing patrol officer, one of the most important things that you need to know, and that is paramount, is that our kids come first. And the ultimate goal, once again, is the safety of our kids in crossing our streets. Early in the morning, you have high traffic.
We gotta go. Let's go, we gotta go.
The most difficult part is being able to create a gap within the traffic so that we can safely navigate our kids across the streets.
Driver, please stop your car. You're trying to see the kids cross from there and far. Driver, when you see this, then stop. Because if you don't stop, then your car could drop in a pothole. And like you say, see, I tell you slow down because the children got to get in the schoolyard.
2021. Borders overrun. Gang wars raging. Crime out of control. 4 years later, we're stronger. More than 1,000 new police and defense force officers, new interceptors protecting our waters, record numbers repatriated, and with stronger security partnerships, tougher anti-gang laws, and shantytown crackdowns, we're tightening our grip. Stronger borders, safer streets. This fight is never finished.
This is brought to you by the Frank Pacharamming National Primary and High School Track and Field Championships. Tune in for live coverage only on the national station.
And you're looking at a shot there of T.G. Glover Primary School on Horseshoe Drive, the school, one of many that will be used tomorrow as a nomination site. And that shot courtesy of drone pilot Shane Gibson. Welcome back. The Defense Force moving quickly to file formal charges against a senior officer accused of assaulting several female Marine recruits last week. And this on the heels of the multiple charges brought against a Marine seaman last year, stemming from alleged abuse against participants of the Rangers summer camp in Eleuthera. Defense Force Commodore Floyd Moxey telling members of the media Wednesday that the accused, a chief petty officer, was arraigned within the Defense Force military justice system at the Coral Harbor base today. He also refuted reports, though, that female Marines involved in the incident were sexually assaulted.
The chief petty officer has been charged with 5 counts of assault, and he has also been charged with drunkenness, contrary to the Defense Act. Now, there has been no complaint, there has been no report or allegation of sexual assault contrary to what has been reported by some of the local media houses. Once the arraignment is completed today at 13:30, I have directed the command staff officer to draft me papers of interdiction, and I intend to interdict the said chief petty officer by 1700 hours today.
The Defense Force Commodore goes on to explain what the accused faces once interdicted.
This chief petty officer will be relieved of all Defense Force duties and will not be permitted to enter any Royal Bahamas Defense Force installation. The chief petty officer will be summoned for trial, and that trial will proceed swiftly. This chief petty officer is a 20-year warrant, a 21-year veteran of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, and he is also a training instructor. And where any of our training instructors fall afoul of the law, we will be decisive, we will act swiftly, and we will deal with it straight away. And we'll be transparent about it, because it's all about integrity.
Meantime, the RBDF Security Council Division putting on a military display at the force's home base in Coral Harbor, highlighting what the organization has to offer to residents and potential Marines. Here's Fern Carey with the details.
The male and female Marines, from senior officers to members of the K-9 Division, showcased military precision and operational readiness in grand style Wednesday. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis lauded the Defense Force officers for the pivotal role they play in national life.
The reach of the Defense Force extends far beyond maritime operations. Through your community outreach, you continue to shape and inspire the next generation. You are passing on the values of service, national pride, and responsibility. I am pleased to acknowledge the continued growth of the force. In February, you welcomed new entry 63 and women entry 32, bringing 120 young Bahamians into the ranks. These are individuals who answered the call to serve their country.
Prime Minister Davis said the government has made deliberate investments to strengthen the Defense Force through a number of initiatives. He also indicated that the Defense Force is in the final phase of a public-private partnership agreement for the development of a housing barracks for Marines.
The first of its kind for this organization. This is about improving the welfare and living conditions of our officers and Marines, because strong institutions are built by supporting the people within them. As a military organization, the work you do demands sacrifice and courage. It requires coordination, sustained investment, and proper resources.
Prime Minister Davis and members of the Security Council also conducted a brief inspection of the Defense Force's Marine fleet. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Fern Carey.
In other news tonight, we're just 2 weeks into value-added tax being eliminated from unprepared food, but retailers say they're already suffering the financial consequences. Displeased with the government's decision, President and CEO of AML Foods Limited, Gavin Warchorn, claims there's relief to consumers, but there's additional pressure on retailers who must now absorb the loss.
SuperValue mentioned that it's going to cost them about $4 million a year, I think. This is going to cost AML $2.5 million a year because you're not able to reclaim the VAT on your inputs. So as an essential service, you know, the Retail Association, the retailers, we can understand how other professionals, other industries can reclaim their VAT on essential services such as a food store cannot.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Special voters, overseas voters, and those aged 65 and over are invited to make an application to vote in the advance poll, which will be held on Thursday, April 30th in New Providence and Grand Bahama. There are 4 ways to apply: in person at advance poll application centers located at selected post offices and the Fox Hill and Nassau Village community centers, by phone and WhatsApp at 820-5649, 816-0649, 818-5649, and 803-5649. by email at advancepollparl@bahamas.gov.bs, via the government portal mygateway.gov.bs and the Parliamentary Registration Department. Applications can be made Friday, April 10th through Saturday, April 25th. Please note, overseas voters' applications are due Friday, April 17th.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
Let's make this moment last forever. Let's start a family together. With a house, a car, and kids. I love the way we live. I got it covered. BAF has got me covered. So live your life. BAF for life. So live your life. BAF for life. So live your life. BAF for life. BAF has got you covered. I know it.
Wait, where you grabbing all these pizzas, boy?
Wait, Marcos, wait. We have a special on all day large, 1 topping pizzas, wait.
Pineapple.
All.
Barbecue.
All. Hey, VAT included, but
I need the $10 special plate.
How many of them would you like?
20 in it. Thank you so much, man. $10, that's it. The Marcos got that deal, but
At Island Lock, we take sports seriously. Get ready to experience the thrill of winning anytime and any place. Bet in real time and live the thrill of every play while watching your winnings stack up. It's your chance to score big with fast payouts and a world-class experience. Get in the game and bet the Bahamian way with Island Lock Sportsbook.
Mark your calendars for 2 powerful business events in Eleuthera. The 14th Annual Central and South Eleuthera Business Outlook takes place Thursday, April 16th at the Eleuthera Business Hub in Roxtown. Then on Friday, April 17th, it's the 3rd Annual North Eleuthera Harbor Island and Spanish Wells Business Outlook at the beautiful Valentine's Resort and Marina. Under the theme, Strengthening Foundations for Long-Term Prosperity, don't miss your opportunity to join the conversation. Save the date, Thursday, April 16th and Friday, April 17th.
Royce and Marlena join us live for a sneak peek of Access Now, and I'm hearing that you have a pretty cool cultural icon over there with you.
You hear correctly. It's today's World Art Day, so we have the renowned, distinguished, and brilliant Eddie Mittis on the show to talk about his latest book.
The Eddie Mittis. And what more perfect guest could you imagine? He's a musician,
yes,
songwriter. Of course, we had those famous newspaper cartoons happening, fine artwork. Like there's a little, and now author. A little bit of everything. So we're going to find out all about that new book.
Yes.
It's got some of his songs in it, the stories behind them.
Always bringing you more color in Access Now, even more than there already is.
Well, I'm looking forward to that interview. Stay with us, the Bahamas Tonight. The National Report continues after this.
How many times has this happened? You're enjoying your day off when a reminder about a bill pulls you away. With online payment solutions, you don't have to interrupt what matters. Most utility companies offer secure digital portals that let you review your charges and pay instantly from your mobile device using bank-grade encryption, which makes sure your data is protected. Make time for what matters. The future of pay is digital.
A storied party falling apart. F&M's fleeing. Chaos. Confusion. Even court battles. What's happening with the F&M is sad, divided, directionless, dysfunctional. The ones left behind won't admit it, but it's chaos inside. They say a fish rots from the head down. If Michael Pintard can't keep his own party together, how can he run an entire country?
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
When bold flavor meets crispy perfection, something deliciously unexpected happens. Say hello to Wendy's new Italian chicken sandwich. Juicy chicken topped with Italian seasoned tomatoes, melty mozzarella, and a zesty mayo spread that'll have you saying, Bellissimo! It's the chicken you crave with a zesty twist you didn't see coming. Always imitated, never duplicated. Gotta be Wendy's.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
As we continue to